Overseas in Europe, I hit Zurich, bought a watch. Kicking at my peers, my influence worth a lot. Bought a my Eurus, let her skirt to that drop. Barely see my jury, cause it's blurry at the top. Kicking it at the top. T.O.P. I'm up. Eyes on me like pop. Push whenever I walk. Can't touch me, I'm too hot. Honest inside of a vault. Her meds is covered in crop. Alligator a crop. Human land, no telling. Young gon' one for president. Let my folks go present. Counting up, stacking these presidents. Know that they get treasures. Wake up, taking these chances. Businessman, I barely drive. I bought me 2 new caddies. Got acres, I can sell your land. Costing at least 2 paddocks. LS stick behind the gate. Don't let them know my addict. Pretty face from around the way. Come play, I do her nasty. Plain Jane, I ain't flashy. Gucci shorts, they khaki. I got me an accountant and she helped me lower my taxes. Young gon' want a trend set up and crop and chop my jackets. Caviar, the Riviera, in France, they stuff my passes. Overseas in Europe, I hit Zurich, bought a watch. Kicking at my peers, my influence worth a lot.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Ramily Only. And on today's show, I have the double queen, Maia Charles, joining me on the show. Maia, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Like I mentioned before the show, I want to say congratulations to you and the Lady Rams on making history Saturday for
Thank
the
you.
longest winning streak in program history, winning your 13th straight game. So congratulations, Maia.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, so what was that? What did that mean to you Saturday to make history?
It felt really good. We've been putting the work in all season from even the summertime. So it's just really good to see all of our hard work really show and everybody acknowledge it.
Definitely, definitely. What did it mean to have the former Ram legends in the locker room after the game Saturday?
It really meant a lot, the people that really paved the way, seeing that it really is possible because, we did it, we broke their record. So just having them come back and talk to us is really nice.
Definitely, definitely. And I know after y'all beat Bluefield State and won your 12th straight game,
Mhm.
Chancellor Brown had got you guys some new shoes. So what was that like for you?
Yeah, it was really exciting, getting new shoes. Anytime we get new gear, we're really grateful. So just seeing that, we keep winning, and we're getting stuff back. It was really good. It was really nice.
Definitely, definitely. So let's let the Ramblin' get to know you a little better with some introductory questions. So when did you start playing basketball?
I started playing around 5th grade, so I was about 9, 10 years old.
Okay, got you. When you were growing up, did you have anybody you tried to model your game after?
Not for real. I don't know. Growing up, I didn't really watch basketball, but
Gotcha.
now I'll probably say I maybe model myself after like Asia Wilson because I like her game like all around.
I can see that.
But
I can see that. Do you have a welcome to college moment?
I don't. I know that like last year, especially as a freshman, young freshman, we would be doing scout or something like that. Like seeing that people are really like 5 to 6 years older than me. Like people are 25. Just knowing that I'm really playing against grown women. It's just like wow, I'm really in college playing against people who've had years of experience.
So Maya, you decided to follow Coach Terry from Virginia Union to Winston State. So how did you know that that was the right decision for you to follow Coach Terry here?
I knew it was the right decision for me because I'm a person that doesn't like change. But when Coach Terry, told me about it, coming out of high school, she put her trust in me. So I just felt like it was only right to put my trust in her and go with her.
Definitely, definitely. And we're so glad that you decided to come with Coach Terry.
Thanks.
So was there a moment during the preseason or during early on in the season where you knew that this was going to be a special season for the Lady Rams?
Yeah. Before preseason like even started, like in the summertime, we would have our own little runs and stuff. And I knew we had like all the pieces, but I just didn't know how we would gel together as a team. But as we kept playing, like from our first scrimmage at Elon and then playing at A&T, we were down as a whole team, like we all were like, it's not over. We keep playing hard. So just seeing that we have that energy to not lose, and we just keep it throughout the season. And yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I love that. So you mentioned, how you guys had to kind of gel together with so many new players. Did it take you guys to long to gel and come together?
It really didn't take us that long because we got close pretty quickly off the court. So it didn't take much for us to build that chemistry on the court.
Okay, good. And I can definitely tell that y'all spend a lot of time off the court together. The way y'all are, flow so well on the court together, and
Yeah.
the way you guys share the ball, and y'all just play as one unit. So let's talk about the defense end of the floor, which you guys put on the show every game on the defense end of the floor. You guys average forcing 20 turnovers per game so far this season. So talk about the team's mentality when it comes to the defensive end of the floor.
Our coaches really stress defense, like they stress defense from jump. So it's become part of our identity. And so as much as like we love to score, we love getting stops. Like getting stops gives us excitement, like gives us energy, and we just all feed off that and just continue playing with that energy.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So you are coming off winning Rookie of the Year last year for Virginia Union. So what did you work on this offseason, this past offseason, to take your game to the next level?
During the off season, I believe was just working on expanding my bag, not limiting myself to just what I already knew. And then once we got back to school, like before preseason as well started, I was working with Coach Dill, and he was just going over the fundamentals with me and just having me. And now I've applied it to the game now.
Love that. I love that. So Maya, you have four straight double doubles. You're playing some of your best basketball of the season right
Mhm.
now. You're coming off that 30-point game against Bluefield State,
Yeah.
where they just didn't have anybody that could deal with you. I kind of felt bad for them a little bit because they did not have any type of size to deal with you. So what do you think is allowing you to play some of your best basketball of the season right now?
Honestly, just putting in the extra work, listening to my coaches, and having teammates that trust me with the ball. I feel like trust all around is just helping me play better as well.
Definitely, definitely. Do you have a favorite game so far from this season? Because you've had some epic games so far this season.
A favorite game? It'll probably have to be either Bowie or Bluefield.
Okay. I want to ask you about the Bowie game because I was looking at your highlights. Some of those blocks they kind of felt personal. Um, what was going into that game? Was that matchup one you were looking forward to, or was there some extra smoke behind that matchup, or what was?
Honestly, there was nothing really to it. We just oh well, because for my teammates that were here last year, they Bowie, I believe, eliminated them out of the CIAA tournament.
Definitely, yes.
So it was definitely we were all just trying to like get back, especially for our teammates who had lost
I love
last
that.
year. So, yeah.
I love that. So let's take a deeper look at you guys' 13-game winning streak. Obviously, we have 10, you guys, 10 of those games, we blew those teams out. But three of those games, you guys had to dig deep and had to overcome double-digit deficits,
Yeah.
especially against Lees McRae and against Furman. So talk about the team and what you learned about your teammates when you guys were down 20 in both of those games and still came back
Yeah.
and won. So talk about the adversity, how you guys handled that adversity.
Mm. Like I was saying earlier, this team, like we don't give up, we don't like to lose. So like in the Ferrum game, we didn't get the lead until about a minute and a half left of the fourth quarter, and then at Lees McCray, I believe we were down 20 going into the fourth quarter. But we know that the game's not over until the final buzzer, so we just keep playing, and we just don't like to lose, so we just keep putting our all in to the final buzzer.
Definitely. And how do you think, because you guys got a tough schedule coming up, how do you think, overcoming, those deficits can help you guys with the tough slate you guys got coming up?
I believe we just, need to stay level headed. Our coaches remind us all the time that, we haven't arrived yet and we have so much more to do. So we don't really try to get caught up in the excitement. We just take it day by day, game by game.
So after making history Saturday, what would you say this team needs to do to, finish the season strong and not be satisfied by what we've done so far?
Yeah, I don't really have anything specific because there's always something to work on because, we're not perfect. But I just feel like we're just in practice and cleaning up the little things like, maybe we're not in the right spot on defense or maybe we had bad decision makers or just little stuff like that.
Definitely, definitely. I love that. So how excited are you for tomorrow's big time matchup at home in the C Game Center against Virginia State, the defending CIAA champions?
Mm. Honestly, I'm just trying to treat it like every other game. They're just another team on the schedule, so I know they're going to be a tough opponent, but just treating it like every other game. But knowing that everyone's coming back to school, people are excited to see us play. We definitely feed off the energy that's inside the game center.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about that. So what has your experience been like so far playing in the C Game Center?
My experience has honestly been great. Just seeing like I love the little clapping thing that they do until the first points. Like
Oh
the
yes,
yeah, the energy in the game center. They have our backs like with everything, so it's really nice.
definitely, definitely. I love that. So Maya, to close out, what would you say are your individual and your team goals for the rest of the season?
As far as our team goes, we're definitely trying to get a 20 win season, and definitely more, and then also for sure to win the CIAA chip. So that's definitely a goal. And for my personal goal, just to be consistent, just consistency, because being consistent is going to get me to even more things that I could think of. So I just need to be consistent for the rest of the season.
Yes, indeed. So, uh, for you and the Lady Rams, how much motivation is it for you guys to try to be that first team to win the CIAA championship?
It's a lot of motivation. We're practicing in the gym. We look up at all the banners. We see, women's basketball banner isn't there yet, and we tell ourselves, that's gonna be our banner, So we keep fighting every game because that's exactly what we're working to.
Yes, indeed. And Maya, I wanted to ask you, you got to be a part of the press conference Saturday. So, what was that experience like for you?
It was nice. It's definitely hard, like answering questions on the spot, but just knowing that they're coming to ask me questions, just talking about my team and stuff. So it's really nice.
Yes, and I could tell Bree was a little nervous at the press conference because she kept having
Yeah.
to clear her throat.
Yeah.
But I definitely could tell up there, how close you are, how close you guys are as a team, and I just love the energy you guys had up
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
No problem. Maya, so I want to thank you for coming on the show. Ramily, make sure you guys subscribe because I'll have more interviews coming up as we close out the season. And Maya, I want to say good luck to you and the Lady Rams. I want you guys to keep winning, keep making us proud, and we all got your back, and we all love what you guys are doing so far.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem.